Got the 73 into the shop now. I'm just starting to take out the body bolts. All these ones came out no problem. Just broke them loose with the Johnson bar and threw the little quick impact on them. 5/8, they just unscrewed. These ones here had lock nuts inside here, so I just used the torch and zipped those out inside of there quick. But I'm planning just to take off the front ones, and because of how rotted the trunk is, I'm hoping that the trunk will just kind of go with the flow. But we'll see. If I need it to come up about 3 inches or so, and hopefully I'll get a little video going on a little later. It's up off the ground. Just never cut the frame before, and it's a pretty damn good car to be cutting a frame in. So we will see. Watched a couple videos and talked to my my tech guy that runs the derbies, Greg, and he told me how to do it and where to do it, and so we'll see. Okay, we got the body off the frame. It came off pretty easy once I figured out the steering column was still attached. It went a lot better once I got that disattached. Brake lines, I just kind of let them go. Hopefully I didn't damage them. That way I don't have to redo them. I've laid out my lines right here. Right there. I'm 18 inches back from the frame overlap, which puts me just behind the transmission crossmember. And as of this line right here, I'm 3/8 of an inch on either side. At the bottom, it puts me 1 1/8 inches. Now, I've never cut this before, so I'm pretty nervous, but I'm going to do that right now, and then have at her again. Now, I'll let you guys know how it goes. So I started the tilting, and I think I cut too much out of the frame. There's still a gap in my frame, but it's a pretty nice ride height, but I just think it's too tall. I know not too many people say that, so I might jack it back up and take another look and redo my measurements, but it's a little discouraging. This is my first time ever doing it, so I guess everyone's entitled to make mistakes. That's how much I cut out of the bottom of the frame. That's how much I cut out of the side all the way up to the top. And that's the gap I'm left with. See, I don't really have a lot of people in my area that's willing to give me help on stuff like this, so like I guess I'll just have that space in there, maybe see what I can do about that. And then put my 6 inches, 3 inches on either side and redo it up. And the gap's about the same on the other side. You can see the light through the gap over there. But I dropped it quite a bit. I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully it works out. I've got like probably a 3.5 inch space just right there, so that shows you how much I've come up. I might just bring it up another inch or two up here. Right now it sits, those front frame horns are 31 inches off the ground, and where I cut the frame is 21 inches off the ground. So I might bring those up to about 33 or so, just because I think this is really tall. But my transmission crossmember, where it's going to mount, is almost right into the floor. So that's something that's telling me I'm doing it too much. See how close it is to the floor there? There's only about 2 inches there. So a little discouraged, but I'm not going to let it slow me down. It's almost 9:30, 10 o'clock at night tonight, and I got to be up early tomorrow. So it's that's a night for her. But the 73 Cadillac's coming along pretty good. Turn off the radio. But it's coming along. A little discouraged, but I guess we all make mistakes and we learn from our mistakes. That's how you rebound from them, right? But broke the rear brake line as well. So I just kind of hammered that, and I'll be flaring that and running a new one to the back. It's 20 minutes to run a new line, especially how far I got it torn down now. I'll tear out all the old fuel lines and shit like that, and still got to tear out all the rear links, and I'm gonna put 1.5 by 1.5 inside of there, and then fully weld the bottom with flat plate, and weld the rear gears. I'm gonna leave the Cadillac rear end in this, just because like this is my first pro mod derby car, and I don't have $1,500 to spend on a hybrid 12-bolt rear end. So, anyway, boys and girls, have a good night. Talk to you later.